10 classes a week, spins and Pilates. I actually joined this business only 1 year ago, but my business took off January to March. I became MD, so that's 3 months. So what I'm about to share with you here is an opportunity that can literally transform your life, give you personal development, and just really help you to be a happy person. I'm always happy and always excited, continuously inspiring. So let's go. Where's mine? Okay, your why. What is your why? What was my why? I actually went to a bagel store because I live in Jersey City a year and a half ago, and the first thing I said was, how much was a dozen bagels? And I didn't realize that I'd said that out loud, and when I got home, I'm like, well, how much would a dozen bagels really cost? And I realized I was concerned about money. I went to a store called R&B in Newport Mall, you know, to get the dresses, buy one, get one free. But to buy one was $69 to get one free, which was $70, and I was concerned about that too. And I'm like, wait a minute. So my why is really having the money to get what I want. I feel there's power to that. I'm natively from Trinidad, so I have no family in this country. I have to manage, organize, manipulate, and do everything myself. And having that money, finance will give you the money to do what you want to do. So we're talking about financial freedom. Pay off debt. I'm natively from Trinidad again, and I always go back to my native Trinidad because we save and then we buy what we want. We don't really borrow compared to this country. Children, college plan. My 7 and 10-year-old have great aspirations. My daughter just wants to live in Hollywood. And my son, well, he said he wants to be a doctor. So I need a lot of money. So my why, the best part of my why is the financial freedom. I find when you go anywhere to buy anything, coffee, bagel, pay for ballet, taekwondo, my yoga class, buy a dress, buy shoes, and I had the money to purchase that, I was happy. When I paid my rent, I was happy. So I found financial freedom was the main reason I joined this company. I didn't want to have to worry about money. So this was my why. 5 Links is based on 5 principles. It's based on vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. My team is actually in 15 states, and it's people that I've never seen. 5 Links was founded in 2001. The co-founders has over 60 years experience. I had an awesome experience last weekend to go to the 5 Links headquarters. I have a photo standing right by this side, where I actually toured the corporate office in Rochester, New York. We had a 2-day boot camp. 5 Links has experienced 800% growth in the last 4 years. Would you say that that is good? Yes. In this economy, the way businesses is, 800% growth. We have a 50,000 world headquarters, and the host of this event, which is Senior Vice President Dwayne Edding, has a boot camp where he takes you to a tour. So you can actually go and meet the Honorable Mr. Jed Jarabak, Mr. Jed Tyler, and Mr. Jason Cock. The best thing about 5 Links is that representatives come first. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. When I started, I had a lot of support from, not in Jersey City, but in other states. But my support really came from rep services, which will be your rep services, where you can call almost 12 to 13 hours a day and speak to a live person at the headquarters. That's how I actually built my business. Anything I needed, rep services was there for me. So when you join this company, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And the most important thing about the principles, the 5 principles in 5 Links, I would say is the freedom. I like to be free. My mom, you know, when I was small, would say, she took the wrong baby out of the hospital because I did what I wanted to do. And I said, freedom gives me that feeling of just being able to do and accomplish whatever you want to be. And I feel that's when I saw freedom in that, that's what it was for me. And it could also be that for you. Okay, so I could stand here from now until tomorrow talking about 5 Links, and you could just say, okay, I heard that before, okay. So now you can do your own check. We have third-party credibility. We're listed in Inc. 500 as the fastest growing company for the last 4 or 5 years. We have Success at Home. We are also on NBC News. You can actually Google 5 links. NBC News has documentation on us. We have Your Business at Home, which listed from front to back all the success stories. Direct Selling News has also listed us. So this is third-party credibility. We're also one of the top 100 companies in Rochester in 2011. 5 links is listed in the fastest growing private company from 2006 to 2011. So you can check this information, and this could convince you more that this company is really where you want to be. I didn't check this before I joined 5 links. I will show you why I joined 5 links. Okay, so let's go. So timing and positioning, as they say, being in the right place at the right time. Who ever heard of Sprint? Yes. Sprint was actually a railroad company. They were not a cell phone company. Sprint actually got into cell phone when the cell phone market took off. Sprint was laying railroad tracks, and they jumped straight into cell phones. So what Sprint did, they took an opportunity. Now they're trillionaires because of the cell phone industry. In the mid-'80s, we had the computer. I was natively in Trinidad. We had some of those, when I was growing up. You had to borrow time on the computer. I'm just showing you the positioning. Was anybody here involved in the computer era? Anybody had stocks? I'm not hearing. No. So that means we don't gain anything. It's gone. The ship has sailed. This is why we say timing and positioning is the best thing. In the mid-'80s, we had those telephones. Now, we also had the cell phones. Only the local narcotics dealer had those phones, and the doctors. It was $1,000 with 15 minutes or how many minutes? Nobody could